Ooh, 6SEC.
The underdog on the top floor. Craze killer, whole life been the outlaw. Blue sky with a rag hangs southpaw. Back in Brooklyn, been the... All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Tech Report. I am your host, D. Craze, and I am here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Squishy. I just got crazy job at Swinging Richards. Let's go.
Wait, where's that?
It's in Atlanta.
I don't work there. I don't even
You
know
about
what
to?
that is.
You about to? You can work there. You too good for Swinging Richards?
I'm swinging on nothing.
Do you have something that swings?
Look, man. How was your week, man? What's up, man?
I had a great week. It was long, but it was good. I'm ready for this 3-day weekend that's coming up. The 4th is coming up. So, of course, I'm going to be off Friday for the 4th. Nice 3-day. Get me some rest.
Oh, damn, it is 3-day weekend.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
And I ain't got no plans. Shit.
Yeah, you just don't want to tell us your plans.
I don't have any plans.
You say that, but then I turn around, you be like, yeah, I'm at this Playboy mansion. These bunnies all on me. I can't feel my face.
I've never said that in my life.
You ain't never told me you couldn't feel your face.
No, that is a lie.
Okay.
And here on the Tech Report, we lie. You know I'm recording and realize I'm sitting here looking at these lights and realize I ain't turned the damn lights on. I'm telling you turn on your lights and my lights ain't on. Hold on.
See?
You're going to let it rock.
Okay, let's go. Bloopers and all.
Now you can see my face. Why I look like so dark.
Oh, no.
And now you can see my face. Here, too. Yeah, I ain't do much this week, though.
Okay.
Shot to Alabama real quick, came back, take care of some business. That's it. I ain't do much.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to this holiday weekend.
You went down there to a clinic?
No.
No. Where'd you go?
I just had. Why would I go all the way out there to a clinic?
Maybe you didn't want to get tested in Georgia. I don't know.
No.
Okay. Well, let me quit because your mama watched this show. I only heard.
These surgical shots, y'all, these should be surgical. And they be over my head. Yo, I be thinking about them later and be like, yo, goddamn, I missed that one. Nah, but I don't look forward to the holiday weekend. The single dude, like you don't, like when you got a family and all that, you kind of look forward to all that. But nah, I'll probably just be in the crib. More than likely, my man Uncle he'll probably hit me and be like, "Yo, come out." He probably having something at the crib, and that's where I'll probably be. That. And other than that, ain't too much going on.
Okay.
It's been real quiet for me. No traveling, no.
Nothing wrong with that.
Work. But what we talking about today, yo? What we talking about this week on the second court? Shout out to everybody who tuned in the last week. Make sure y'all go to sixtechlife.com, get you a shirt. Make sure you go to Amazon right now, pick up the book of Fine Line, and also Vapors, and like and subscribe wherever you are watching this video. Thank y'all, everybody, for supporting. But y'all gotta like it, subscribe, do all that good shit, share it. You know what I mean? Let your people know about it. Put your peoples on so they could put their peoples on so we could get this shit jumping. And with that being said, we're going to get into our first topic on the Tech Report. What we talking about?
Go ahead and update us on the Diddy trial.
All right. Now, to go back to what I said, Diddy did that shit. But he ain't do no Rico shit. But all that freak shit, Yeah, Diddy did that shit, but putting that man, this must be probably the worst and best executed smear campaign I ever seen in my life. Like y'all put that man through all that literally just to put all his dirty laundry in it. Like all this criminal shit and all this shit, this Rico shit and racketeering shit and all this other shit that y'all put on that man, insane. Literally just to drag him through the public so everybody could look at that man like a freak for the rest of his life. That shit foul. That's nasty work. But
Do you
Diddy,
think that was his chickens coming home to roost? Because from what I understand, he did a lot of dirt to a lot of people. So maybe this was part of his karma.
if you want to look at it from that perspective, then I guess yeah. But me, I don't like to see nobody business. But me. I just think that some shit, especially in the age of social media, I think that's what's missing. I think that's what's missing in life. Period. Now, it's no more. What's for me is for me. Now, if you out here doing like diabolical, you know, weirdo shit, or me, this fair game. But if you just living your life and you just into some shit that you into, then I don't think you deserve to have your business exposed. I think if you were doing bullshit to people, then you need to be called out for your bullshit. But if this is his karma for his bullshit that he did to other people, tough karma. Like, if I'm Diddy and let's say I walk away from this, I might go start a church somewhere and just chill.
Yeah, he can start a church and Kanye can direct the choir.
Yeah, just rebrand. Like Diddy will be an amazing pastor.
You think so?
Would you not imagine a Diddy church?
Walk me through it.
Just his story alone. He could just that'll be his testimony. He ain't a freak no more.
He been delivered.
Yeah, he been delivered. That's his testimony. I ain't a freak no more. I've been delivered. Pastor Love. No, he was calling himself Love before he went to jail. He be Pastor Love now. He could be giving the sermon.
Hmm.
I told you that Jesus. Stop.
Now, is this going to be like a small, intimate church, or is this going to be a mega church?
Nah, this shit gonna be no Diddy ain't gonna do nothing small, Paul. It's gonna be mega church.
Okay.
It's gonna be like the Joel Osteen, TD Diddy
It's going to be
church.
like the Potter's House here. He can open up one in New York, call it the Potter's House East or something like that.
Oh man, get well soon, Diddy man. You deserve what you got for putting your hands on that girl. You deserve what you got for any foul thing you may have done to anybody. But as far as judging you for your sexual act with that young lady who I think should be sitting right next to you, I ain't got no judgment for you, my nigga. Like, I'm not one of these weirdo ass niggas who speak on that weirdo shit. But you know what I mean? Like you said, I guess this is his chicken coming home. We all gotta cross the motherfucking bed. Know what I mean? And when it's your time to hang from it, nigga, you gotta hang. So, know what I mean? This is just his time. Just his time on the cross, yo. Know what I mean? The Diddy man, figure that shit out. And I'm telling you, don't when you come home, my nigga, get a church. Your story and like him, his story and him telling him, oh man, Diddy with a church, Pastor Love, lit, Diddy. I'm telling you, that's the move. You beat this shit, great Pastor Love. No more bad boys. None of that shit. Good boy.
You think he learned his lesson if he walked? I don't see it.
Learned his lesson as far as what?
Like as far as being more humble and treating people better. If he walks, I don't see that lesson being learned. So
Well,
to
I think
me, in my opinion, he would have to serve time in order to that's
well
just
he
my
served
opinion.
time. Served
He's
time. How long he been locked up now? 3 years. 2
has it
years.
been 2 years
It's
already?
been 2 years, I think. Damn near.
Wow, time has flown. No, I'm just saying, I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean,
Or at least
hey,
a year and a half. Look, he was already moving different before this happened. Like, I remember the rollout. That last album, I was just playing that album today. Like he was already on, I'm rebranding everything with love, everything with peace. You remember the rebrand? So
I
I think if
do.
he just come back, and he just take that rebrand to the next level, past the love.
Okay. Prayers up
Now, as
for your
far as
boy.
him learning his lesson, I think this, I think this is what I do want to say about this, and the lesson that young men can learn from. At some point, you gotta fucking grow up. Like, yeah, all that shit is cool, but when you look at the people who kind of figured it out, but I'm not saying that their life is perfect. I'm not saying that they ain't going through turmoil, but they kind of went and sat in the corner with one person, got married, you know what I mean, kind of cut that multiple women lifestyle out, and they kind of just dealt with that one situation. And you know what it did? It made their circle a lot smaller. You get what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
like, when you get to a certain age, you gotta outgrow that shit. Diddy is how old? In mid-50s, right? Late 50s?
Yeah.
Like, and to still be out here trying to, you know what I mean? Just had another baby while he was dating another girl, while he was dating another girl. Like, he was still actively living that lifestyle. And what I'm saying is that when you constantly live that lifestyle and you don't get away from that, that's that energy that's gonna come with it. And sometimes you just gotta grow the fuck up. I'm not saying marriage is for everybody. I'm not saying being in a committed relationship is for everybody. But at some point, you gotta get something stable. And crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like some point,
Mhm.
you gotta live your age. They say act your age, but you gotta live your age too. You know what I mean? And that don't mean like you gotta be in a house be an old curmudgeon, but it just means like, yo, I'm too old for this shit.
Like Danny Glover. I'm too old.
Yeah, like sometimes that's a lifestyle. Like being too old for this shit is a lifestyle. And sometimes like you just gotta be too old for this shit. So if you take anything from the Diddy trial, like take being too old for this shit is okay. It is perfectly fine. Ain't nothing
And
wrong
also
with
watch how you treat people. You can't treat people any kind of way, no matter what you have.
that also. But see, my thing is with that is that shit is not that shit gone. That ain't just him. That shit is everyday life. Shit, the nigga that managing at the Target right now is walking around with an attitude thinking he above somebody. Like, you give any one of these niggas, like, in this world, it's angels and demons, and it's people with sense, people with nonsense. It's decent people, it's humble people, and it's assholes. Like, for every humble person that gets in a position of power, there's an asshole in a position of power. So
Mm,
that's just the system. I don't never try to fight the system. I just say, you know what's right and wrong in life. Us as individuals know exactly the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. If we want to cheat, we want to choose the wrong way to do things, you're going to get what your hand called for. That's it. Like, if you do it the right way, then you'll get what the universe got coming to you too. So, like, just be cautious, and there's a way to live your life where you could prevent this type of shit.
absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? If you
Absolutely.
stable and you consistent, and you even if you want to be on some freak shit, it's plenty of swinger couples out here. And guess what? They stay together forever. But Like, even if y'all were just swingers, like, if that was y'all shit, then why you making her feel like she gotta be second to like, whatever's going on, my nigga, like, I'm not just talking about Puff, I'm just talking about anybody who thinks that at some point in your life, you gotta get something stable. Take away a lot of the headache. You know what I mean? Like, fun is fun, but, you know, take away a lot of the headache. Can't do this shit forever. Can't. What's the next topic?
Okay, I wonder how many people's parlay has hit because Derek is the last inmate standing. I saw a lot of people that bet on him to be the one that doesn't get caught or the last one to get caught.
I
He even
don't
gave
think
him F and
was
A.
the last one that they called, was that in New Orleans?
You know what? I don't know where he was. I know he was at an Airbnb somewhere, and then the Airbnb owner stitched on him.
Because if Cuz made it out of New Orleans, like I said, I don't know. Like, the Cuz made it out a plan.
Yeah.
It don't sound like the nigga that got caught sleeping at the bus stop had a plan. But this nigga had a plan and some resources.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, but here's the thing, right? Break out of jail to be in jail, just not in jail.
Okay, I get that.
I guess you break out of jail to just have pussy in jail and eat outside food. Okay, so if I break out of jail, right,
Mhm.
and then I escape to Dallas to your house,
Mhm.
I can't go outside and just live like a normal person. I
True.
can't. You get what I'm saying? Even though I
Yes.
escaped from jail in Georgia and now I'm in Texas at your house, I'm just not living outside and just, hey,
No,
we gonna
you on house
go.
arrest.
Pretty much, so I'm right back in jail, right?
Yeah,
So
you
what's
on
the
house
only
arrest.
benefit? So what would be the only benefit of me living in your house? Having a female there with sexual presence, and for you to go get me some other than prison food. Well, I'm pretty much still in prison. I just go watch
Okay, so then
TV,
which
get
one would
some
you
buns,
prefer?
and eat some regular grub.
Which one would you prefer?
I don't know, cause
Okay.
I'm a different thinker. Cause
Okay, talk me through it.
if I'm thinking right, I'm
Mhm.
eventually gonna have to go do that time regardless. And I'm gonna have more time when I gotta go do that time.
Mhm.
The odds of me doing this forever versus the odds of me having to eventually go back and do that time. eh. Now, if I got life, fuck it. I'm going back. I'm going back for life. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
but if I got 10 years, 7 years, and I can't tell nobody about their prison sentence. But I'm just saying the bigger picture. If I know that I got a sentence where I was eventually gonna come home, all I had to do was just survive and to make it home. And now I'm just making that longer just for this. That's not gonna last. Cause this not gonna last forever. Cause I'm still a
Mhm.
man. I'm gonna eventually want to do shit. Like whoever taking care of me ain't gonna want to take care of me forever. Like
Mhm.
eventually this gonna run out. Like so unless this motherfucker got this nigga in Mexico somewhere with a brand new identity, then like if he just cooped up in somebody's crib in a different state somewhere, like nah, not to just go back and have more time. But if you got me on a crate somewhere and got me shipped over with somewhere in Japan somewhere where I could go be Rui Hachimura or somebody, yeah, it's worth it. But it ain't worth it to just eventually get caught and go back.
Okay.
That don't make no sense. Cause
Well,
then you
see,
go back, you're gonna have to do more time on top of that. So say like you had 7, you was in there for 2. Now when you go back, you got 14. You only have 4 more to go. Now you got to go do 14, or 5 more to go. Now you got to go do 14. And you gonna be thinking about that. That however long these niggas been out. Like shit, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I ain't going to jail unless it's for my kids. I ain't even going to jail with no fucking money, my nigga. You get that shit back. As long as you niggas stay the fuck away from my kids and what I love, we good.
I get that.
You get that shit back.
I wish them the best. We'll see what
Get well
happens. But
soon, my nigga, wherever you at. And enjoy the
yeah.
fucking Little Caesars pussy. What is I said about the Little Caesars
Oh my God.
pussy. Enjoy the Little Caesars pizza and the pussy while it lasts.
Now, why he got to be eating Little Caesar? Somebody probably cooked him a home cooked meal.
Look, man, I'm sure that nigga done had mad Little Caesars by now. Little
So
Caesars
he
is
got a hot and ready.
Yeah, that is the ultimate. You got kids at your house. You want to run? Like,
You stupid. Something
me,
wrong
my
with you.
stomach and cheese don't get along.
Oh
But
my God.
but I got a 10-year-old son, and that's his shit.
He
This
love
nigga,
pizza.
his go-to is pizza. Like,
Hey, pizza is elite.
yeah,
I love pizza.
we can take him to New York, get him New York spicy pizza.
Ooh, you haven't taken him up there yet?
He been up there one time when he was small. I think he was about 3 or 4. He was a baby. And he
You
was
got to
so
take him back up
comfortable. I
there.
took him to the project. That little nigga was so comfortable. He thought he grew there his whole life, yo. He was chilling.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. At
So
least
what
he
we
ain't
got
scary like some kids I know.
exactly on the second court before we go on the break.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I said, what we got next on the second? Who next on the docket before we go on the break?
Okay, so this one happened across the waters in France. 100 people were stabbed by syringes in an organized attack at France Music Fest.
This is why I get anxiety about being around the big. I don't like that shit. Niggas that go, I feel y'all. Like, I don't like concerts. I don't like football games.
Because you just never
Like
know
I
what's
was
gonna
at,
happen.
it was like I don't know how many people the foxhole, but at least Sadiq sold that shit out. I was in there like I damn near should have had a paper bag up to my face. Especially when they took my phone, I was like, I will never do this shit again.
Oh wow.
Like you got my phone locked in a bag. It's mad people in here. Like I'm thinking of every worst scenario. Like that's why I don't do that shit. I can't be around that shit. I don't like crowds of people. Like that shit. Oh, so to know that somebody with that shit, and then people getting poked up with syringes, my nigga. Shit's not funny. That shit's scary, yo. He could have been poking niggas with the magic.
And it was happening at different venues across the country. This was like, how diabolical are you to organize something like this? Like, what is really going on?
Wait, this shit was happening all across the country over there?
Yes, all across France, different venues.
Dude,
And
did
people were
they
getting
say what the
sick.
people got sick with?
They haven't identified what was on the syringes, but people were getting sick.
And people done took that monkey home. I hope they ain't get nobody no monkey, cuz that'd be nasty work if they'd walk around giving people the monkey, yo.
That's crazy.
Yo, all you niggas that did that shit, man, you should get punched in your face, man, for the rest of your life. Like that should be your jail sentence. Every day it's just coming in and punch you in the face. I think that's what's wrong with jail, yo. Niggas just gotta go do time and get in the bullshit. If niggas actually had like a punishment to face when they went to jail, niggas would not do
Mm,
crime.
I see
Like
what you're
like
saying.
if your sentence came with like an actual punishment, like yeah, you got 10 years to just get stomped in your ass every day for the next 10 years,
Oh my.
like for like rapists and pedophiles and shit, like you got 10 years of just every day they just gonna open the cell and just take one of them old school slave whip and just crack your ass. That's 10 years every day. You gonna get one crack a day every day
Mm.
for 10 years. Like 10 years, like you gotta sit and listen to your like the most annoying. Who was like annoying, like had like the most. What's that nigga that used to talk like real slow?
Oh, you mean the dry eyes, clear eyes guy?
Yeah, yeah. Like you gotta
Was
listen.
it Ben Stein or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. You gotta listen to like 10 hours of Ben Stein a day in a dark room, and you gotta stay up. Like, and every time you fall asleep, your whole day it start. You gotta start the tape over from the beginning. Like that's gonna be your life. Imagine if like you really had to do some shit. Like the next when niggas will think twice. It's
Yeah.
right now, niggas just think, man, I'm gonna go do this shit. I'm gonna go do this big. My niggas is in there, get me a phone. Yeah, some of you niggas is happy being gay.
Oh
So you
my
comfortable
gosh.
being around a bunch of niggas. Like, niggas just look at but if it was some real shit, like even if it was some shit like, yo, every day niggas gonna cut your fingernail down till you got no more fingernails. And then this shit gonna grow back. And you gotta go through that shit for the next 5 years. Like nigga would think about doing something about that shit. Like, yo, it's gonna be like you don't just get 10 years, then you gotta go do 10 years. Like and every day you gotta stand on one leg for 8 hours with your finger on your nose.
Mm.
Like every day for the next 10 years. Like that's what you gotta do. You think niggas would think about doing crime?
Definitely. Definitely.
Niggas is
Or if
thinking about
something was done to you like what you did, like these people that get caught, they get poked with syringes every day.
mm-hmm.
Don't think about that.
Yeah. That's gonna be your shit. We just gonna and we're not gonna just poke. We gonna try, all of that new shit, from the commercials where like the medicine commercial, like side effects could lead to this,
Oh
that.
my gosh.
All the
Okay.
test shit. That's gonna be your sentence, motherfucker.
Take them to
Every
lab
day,
rat.
yeah, every time we come up with some new shit we want to test out, we gonna come to your cell and stick your ass. And then you gonna tell us what the side effects is.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
We gonna sit here and monitor. Why not? They did it to motherfuckers.
I get it. I'm not against it.
I think that's what we need to do. We need to start. Get well soon, everybody that got poked up at that shit, man. And you niggas that did that shit, y'all bitch ass niggas, man. Don't. That shit nasty work, man. And you niggas that be so called fighting a revolution and whatever like these organizations that's supposed to be taking up whatever cause, like y'all niggas, if y'all not gonna beef with the niggas y'all got smoke with, like y'all pussy. You niggas that wanna take up and go kill innocent people and go blow shit up and shoot up, and y'all pussy, my nigga. Y'all niggas supposed to be, y'all claim to be fighting for a cause and y'all got all these issues, but y'all niggas to go target everybody else for who you got smoke with. If y'all
Mm,
got smoke with them politicians over there, they be having gatherings too. Politicians, my nigga, they got gatherings, galas, and all that shit they got on Congress meetings and shit. Go poke them niggas up. Stop targeting innocent people, man. Bitch ass niggas, man. Niggas expect shit out you in real life, though. I think that's another problem. A lot of this generation ain't had the shit smacked out of them. Niggas ain't been punched in the face.
yeah.
That's how they talk, too. talk like they ain't had the 6 pack out. They talk like they ain't been punching. Like the unearned arrogance that come with these laws is nasty work. And
Mhm.
and before we get in the break, uh, I'm a trans. This is the perfect transition. B Simone. First of all, I know a troll when I see a troll, and I do believe that your best friend or the homegirl that you did that joint with was in on the troll. But how desperate are we for attention at this
Oh, man.
point, Squish?
Is that the same chick that was chasing the baby around in a dress, a wedding dress?
She, I didn't
I
know
think she
about
was, like, obsessed with the baby at one point, if that's the same person I'm thinking about. So, yeah, she very much seeks attention.
that. Yeah, so like, but the thing is, like, even the shit that Jim doing, Jim is actively trolling Nas, but when we're to spin it back, where I say at some point you get too old for this shit. Look at Nas' responses. The first response was he posted a picture with LeBron James and Rick Paul and them all, at Fanatic. The
Mhm.
second response was, yo, uh, this resort world thing that they building in New York, yeah, I'm
Oh,
part of this.
yeah.
While
Yeah.
you sitting over there doing that, trying to be the oldest YN, I'm over here being the adult. And then look at the video. See, this is why I love rappers. Cause I'm still a rapper at my heart. Even though I don't rap no more, I'm still a rapper at heart. Like my last episode was basically a diss record to a nigga. Like the last episode of Fine Line was a clear diss record to a nigga. Like that, the way Cuz walking in that video, he got the suit on, he carrying a briefcase. Yo, that shit was like, oh, he dissing the shit out of this nigga. And they don't even see it. It went so far above Cuz, hey, he ain't even peak game. Like, yeah, you want to be the oldest YN, but let me show you how grown men move. Let me
Hello?
walk through this casino with this briefcase, sit in front of these people with money moves, and show you how. Like, let me show you what
Yeah.
this really about. B Simone, like the troll. I respect the troll, but why are we that desperate for attention? Are we at that loss? Have we completely lost? Is talent valuable? That's the question I want to pose. I don't know if we actually get responses or comments on this, but y'all can leave it in the comments. Is talent even valuable anymore? When the last time somebody actually trended or got noticed or became famous for actually being talented? That's you know, could you answer that? Who's the last person you think, Squid, who became internet famous with an actual talent?
I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
Not somebody, and I'm not dissing anybody, not shooting no shot. You got a lot of the internet comedians who didn't know how to be actual comedian. They became later on because they had developed, but they didn't have the actual talent. I'm just talking about stand up comedy, not talking about skits. I'm talking about when it came to being on a stage. They didn't have the actual skill, but they became popular as comedians without having to have the actual talent to go stand on a stage and do a set. So, like, what I see is happening and what I think, I believe that the world operates in this cycle of like constant, like of evolving door. And I think what's happening, we're getting back to talent. Like I think that you people that constantly trolling and constantly like looking for the trendy thing to make yourself famous, I think that eventually people wanna see the work. Because what you niggas don't realize is that Like this internet shit, they can hit a button and this shit is over. Like, so if you ain't got nothing solid, if you don't leave nothing tangible behind, like some work that could actually have an effect on the world or do something that can actually change somebody's life or change the perspective or create a legacy for you and your family, you're acting like a damn doofus and making up stupid stories or whatever on the internet ain't enough, my nigga. Like, and shout out to H&M, man. And shout out to all the women that shop at H&M, man.
Hey, can you shout out a woman that shop at Ross?
Shout out the women that shop at Ross. Shout out the
Come
women
on.
that shop at TJ Maxx. Shout out the women that shop at Burlington. I don't know about the women that shop at Rainbow.
Oh, I haven't shopped at Rainbow since I was probably 15, but I definitely shop at Ross.
Shout out to the women that. No, I don't know about the City Twin girls either.
You so silly.
But shout out to everybody who look, man. Number one, like let first of all, let's get this straight. And I got a woman right here, and she can attest to this. And I don't want you to lie either, Squid. If your hair is done up based on right, does it really matter what you're wearing? They, depending on what your objective is for the day.
Nope.
If you decide that you want to go out and get you a nigga, you could throw on some leggings, a nice tee, some footwear that we ain't gonna know what it is because we ain't looking at the bottom of your feet. And the last thing we thinking about is what your fit say.
Very last thing.
Women get dressed for other women. They don't get dressed for us.
Pretty much.
So shout out to all the women that though. I don't think she was shooting at us, but I just don't want her shooting at the other women because I think that the woman that's shopping all them places is the dope women. I love y'all. I got mad love for y'all. Y'all don't love me back, but I love y'all.
Oh, you so fake.
What?
What you mean we don't love you back?
They don't love me.
Okay.
They don't.
Okay.
If they love me, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now.
Your mama watched this show.
My mama know my situation.
Oh, okay. Well, good. So she know you full of it.
Shout out to Mama Love. Just had my grandmother, 96, at the crib past.
Oh, God bless her. God bless you, Granny.
Don't listen to her because she be shooting at me, man. Surgical strike, too. Body shot.
I do not.
Do we got anything else before we go in the break and come back with the sport? We got anything else in like 20 top before we go to break?
Buy merch.
Who?
Buy merch.
See? I ain't even hear her say that. Yo, we be right back after this brief word from my sponsors. Make sure y'all go to sixtechlife.com. Some Brooklyn tees just dropped. Everything just dropped. We got everything on there right now. You could watch the show. You could buy merch. You could go check out old episodes of the What the Shit podcast. Debating if we're gonna bring that back right now. Whatever you're doing, go to sixtechlife.com. We are all self-funded. We do everything ourselves. So by y'all supporting us, y'all help keep the show going, and y'all help make everything that we're trying to do happen, yo. We'll be right back after this break.
From the heart of Brooklyn to the soul of the streets, it's here. Introducing the all-new CVY 25 collection, featuring the bold Brooklyn since day one design, a tribute to the home of the 6SEC life culture. Next-level DTF prints, premium embroidery details, statement pieces that talk before you do. Men's, women's, and unisex drops. Streetwear meets statement, only at 6seclife.com. CVY Studio. We don't follow trends. We create the frequency. elite sportswear, ready for a workout or brunch on Sundays? Use promo code A Fine Line at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Again, that's promo code A Fine Line at checkout to get 10% off. Shop now at 6seclife.com.
Ooh, 6SEC.
All right, y'all. We are back, break. And with the NBA draft went down last week.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to say something. Because these whites been feeling real froggy. I've been on the internet and I've been seeing you whites. And you whites been talking, huh? These whites, squishy, oh my God. If they got the number one pick, oh yeah. The MAGAs, oh yeah, we had to come back and save the NBA. The black foreigners to get it. Really? First of all, let me tell you something to you. That white boy that the Hornets drafted, that boy initials is the KKK.
Oh, what?
Yeah. You got a white boy in Charlotte playing for the Charlotte Hornets with the initials KKK. So y'all stick with that. And your man Cooper Flag ain't like that. He not like that. I'm gonna say it first. He ain't like that. And them niggas not coming to save nothing. It's always gonna be one of us that carry the NBA on our back, even if we ain't from this motherfucker. You see, it's a
So
black Canadian that just won the championship, right? Y'all don't get ahead of yourself, white boys. Black. That ain't Larry Bird that just got drafted. Huh?
What do you think of this draft class?
I'm a big Dylan Harper fan.
Okay.
I fuck with Dylan Harper. I think that he's in a great spot. I think people keep talking about that fit over there, but I think that system once De'Aaron Fox, like I think that pretty much is sure that they not gonna resign De'Aaron Fox. So he got a year to learn, and then when you finally get that backcourt, you got a backcourt of Harper, Castle, and then your front court to be Wembanyama and whoever you want to fit around those three. You got to look at it like this. OKC got SGA, Chet, and Jalen Williams. And then they could just do whatever they want around them three. You get what I'm saying? The way San Antonio was set up, they got Vic, they got Stephen, now they got Dylan. And then they could just switch them out around all those three. Brooklyn, they took all 5 of their draft picks. I know people talking about like what they doing. What people are not saying is people don't even talk about how most of these motherfuckers don't even pan out. Go look at how many draft picks is still with the team from 4 years ago. Like, so if I got 5 of these and I know I need a point guard, I'm gonna take 3 and hope I hit on 2 out of the 3. At worst, I hit out of 1. I got 1 point guard of the future. People don't remember one time on the Timberwolves. Now I think this was stupid as hell, but they took Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio. Johnny Flynn didn't pan out, but Rubio ended up having a decent NBA career. But if they just took Flynn, like, then guess what? They got a bust of a pick. So I think, like, and especially in the way they got this shit set up, where they got under all these tax rules and all these salary cap restrictions in the new CBA, you gotta build through the draft, and you gotta like value your cap space. So if I could fill up 5 of my roster spots, I know I ain't winning no chip next year. You get what I'm saying? I know we ain't about to be good. I control my draft pick. I'm not about to go spend my money in free agency on no crazy shit. I'm gonna fill up my roster with these young niggas, let them get to it. And if I hit on now, and then you got to look at it like this: all 3 of them guards ain't the same size. The Igor, whatever his homeboy name is, he's 6'9". The Torre kid, he's 6'4". The Israeli kid, he's 6'6". So if you really looking at it, you really got a 1, 2, and 3. They may all have the same skill set, but let's say like if only one of them pan out, you could have traded for a bunch of other shit that wouldn't pan out. Do people keep acting like these draft picks? It's like everybody get on New Orleans about them trading next year's pick. First of all, tanking ain't worked for nobody yet. Even when San Antonio got the number 1 pick, they wasn't necessarily tanking that year. Like, none of the teams, like, when's the last time the worst team in the league got the number 1 pick? It don't work that way. Like, and it hasn't worked that way. It hasn't worked in y'all favor for the longest. I think the last time the worst team in the league, I think it was with Cleveland when they got, like, y'all, it's a lottery. And y'all getting on teams for trading away picks that don't pan out. In 5 years, you're gonna be like, damn, what happened to Tom? Man, what happened? Man, what happened? Like, you going the 1996 draft, you got Kobe, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, all these names, right? It was a bunch of other people that got drafted too in the first round that we don't even talk about. Like, so like, let's chill out. Like, let these teams figure it out. I think that a lot of these NBA teams is adapting that building their team from within that OKC format. You got to look at the 2 teams that was in the finals, right? You got Indiana, who they acquired their 2 biggest stars, but the rest of the core of that team was built through the draft. Like, so, like, all they young, well, not the core, they're young players. They all were drafted. So people building a whole team and they was going 10 deep. Nobody that playing 6 or 7 niggas in the playoffs and all that shit, that's done. I don't think we doing that. I think that's over. I think we're gonna start seeing teams going 9, 10 deep and having a group of young niggas that could just go and switch it out. And I think we're going back to that old school style. We're gonna see about 1 or 2 niggas, and you're just gonna see people swamping out all these people. Them days where you got like 4 max niggas and niggas. Nah, I think that's you're gonna get 2 the most, and then you're gonna have to figure it out through the draft. So I ain't not shout out to everybody who got drafted. Ace Bailey, you're gonna have the time of your life in Chicago. Go home. You're about to walk into a situation where you could pretty much make your own home. I know you feeling the way about Utah, but they love Karl Malone out there, and he's a creep.
Oh, did that guy ever show up to the
Yeah, he showed up.
He finally showed up, the one guy?
Yeah. And it's some freaky ass white. I heard some amazing stories about the white woman.
Okay.
So Ace, enjoy your time in Utah. If you
You
in
talking about the guy
into
that just
milk,
got drafted?
yeah. If you in the milk, you gonna have a lot of milk. It's a lot of milk, and I heard it. I heard the milk is
Unpasteurized.
yeah, some freaky ass milk out there. So I heard like a threesome is not a problem out there. So like, go enjoy yourself, man. They love Karl Malone out there, man. You know, make a name for yourself, man. Don't make this shit hard on yourself. Like, not everybody gets this opportunity. People would kill to be in your shoes, whether it's Utah, wherever you would have ended up. People just want a chance to just be in your shoes. So don't take it for granted. Like,
Mhm.
don't take it for granted. Don't make this career hard on yourself, because when you come into the game with a reputation, that shit is hard to shake. And I
Mhm.
only say that because I listen to all the old players talk now. Like, they all got podcasts, and all these players who we thought, like, I never knew, like, Gilbert Arenas went through depression and all this. Like, when he finally told that story, like, I felt like shit, because I remember at the end of his career, and I'm like, man, this nigga trash. And so I didn't know, like, Cuz was like, he was hurt and he was going through all that shit. Like, when I finally found out about, like, Baron Davis and Brandon Jennings when they was on the Knicks, I used to
Mhm.
kill them, these bum ass niggas. I didn't know that they was going through that shit. So, like, so, man, don't take this shit for granted, man. Like, you could
Right.
see this shit. This shit be here one day, gone the next, man. Like Like, and shout out to everybody who got drafted, man. And shout out to everybody showing up to the summer league. Know what I mean, I'll be watching, see what y'all do. To all the undrafted players, man. Couple players I want to see. Hopefully they make the team. But I don't like the way the whites was talking about the whites, like, oh, they coming to save the NBA just because y'all got Cooper Flag. That ain't Larry Bird, dog. Talking about this nigga like, you know what I mean? Like, spicy. Like, yeah, y'all let the Euros get it. It took one of us to come back and say, man, cut that bullshit out. Nigga ain't saving shit. That white nigga ain't saving shit. I think just because y'all got a white nigga in the White House, that all you white niggas finna take over. Like we can't act like, and we act like we don't see these white niggas taking over. We in the era of white niggas. All I see on the internet is white niggatry. And instead of black people finally calling them what they want to be called, because they've been starving to have that word back, and let's start calling them what they are. Why we not calling these white niggas niggas? These niggas is engaging in white niggatry all across the motherfucking globe, and we are not. White niggatry is at an all-time high. Gotta call it for what it is. You white niggas are out of control. Y'all trying to bring this shit to basketball, and we ain't with it. Take your asses back over here to baseball, where y'all was. Don't bring that shit over here. Cooper Flag ain't saving shit. That ain't Larry Bird, dog. And Cooper Flag, I hope you don't champion these MAGA niggas who you got supporting. Not a good look. You white niggas are out of control. Let me ask, what was the other sports story?
The incomparable Don Staley.
Yo, dog. Check this out.
Love her. Love her.
I would love for her. I think if anybody gonna coach the Nick that's gonna demand the respect of the men from the door, is her. And to be the Nick coach, that's the only thing. It's like the first job to be the Knicks.
I know, because she's not a loser, so she might not want to go.
Watch it squishy.
I ain't say nothing. She is a winner though. She got, she got
wouldn't be coaching the Cowboys either.
What?
Yeah.
What did Mr. Sensitive say?
Look. I got this plan, right? So LeBron ain't necessarily happy in LA, right? We get Dawn, we trade Cat for Braun, we get Braun and Dawn. Braun come for the next 2 years, we get Dawn a chip, and boom, we let him ride out. We take Brawny too. Y'all can send Brawny over too. Know what I mean? I had a low toe Braun, yo Braun. I had a low toe Brawny down out there. Good.
Y'all gonna BOGO, buy one, get one?
Yeah, you know you can't trade Braun by himself. Kid gotta come with him. We'll take that nigga on. He loves New York.
Okay.
Well, New York, you go out there to Syracuse, watch Kanye play at Syracuse, know what I mean? You're going to be in the G League, you got some time in his hand, know what I mean? Yo, I think that would be dope, though. If that does happen, I think that would be fire. For her to be the first one to do it, I think it'll be well-earned, well-deserved. And I think that she will demand the respect from the players. Like,
pay the lady. Make it attractive for her to come up there. Pay her.
So of course you're gonna get that bag.
She better.
We got money. The money ain't a problem for the Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah, we paying the nigga Tib $30 million to stay home. See, we were still paying Allen Houston up until a couple years ago. Matter of fact, I think we still paying that nigga.
Wow.
Nah, I'm dead ass serious. Look that shit up. I think we were still paying Allen Houston up until a couple years ago or some shit like that. So we got money.
Okay.
Look, we come the Dawn. We got 40 for you. Matter of fact, we'll give you 70 for 5 years. You only gonna do 3 of those. You're gonna leave with 70. You're gonna leave paid. Good, Dawn. Come fuck with the cuz. You heard? And Braun, I know you. Look, Braun, you've been wanted to be a Nick your whole career. Nick, don't even bullshit with this one. Trade that nigga Cat. Send that nigga to LA. Send that soft nigga to LA. I know he's young, I know whatever. But look, we get 1 year Braun and we get the retirement tour. And we automatically the favorite in the year.
Oh,
Shout out to everybody that tuned in this week. We apologize for the technical difficulties at the end of the show. Make sure y'all go to sixtechlife.com. Copy some merch or something. Make sure you check out the show on Fine Line, the visual audio book podcast, streaming live now. Streaming now. Episode 2 is out now. Episode 3 is going to be directed by Squishy, so y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Tune in and go see Craze at Swinging Richards.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Swinging Richards. Those who know.
Look, I ain't swinging nothing, nowhere, and I don't even know nobody named Richard. Never met a Richard, don't know a Richard, and I ain't swinging nothing nowhere. We see y'all next week on the goddamn second report. Yeah.
Ooh, 6SEC.